Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the third and final day of React 2024. I'm once again joined by Soggy Shaft here, and we are ready to get underway. How are you feeling, Soggy Shaft?
You know, I'm feeling pretty terrible because I have to be here once again with the loss of James in our past. Still grieving over that.
Yeah, that was a rough day when we lost him.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for today. Should be quite interesting. VRBA, quite a long display there. We got a Typhoon, and obviously the Vulcan first, which is actually directly behind us.
You can see it if I move over here. You know, part the seas, you can see it.
Let me put a little arrow here, just so.
Oh yeah, just so you know where it is.
Oh, I put it in chat by accident.
Okay, right. Well, I assume the Vulcan's ready to get underway, so I imagine it will be on the move shortly. In the meantime, I've been sent a lot of facts about it.
Oh, if you can send them to me, and just a little word actually before the Vulcan display starts. Keep an eye out for the Bombay door, as we mentioned yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
Two nice little messages in there, and just keep your eyes peeled, like I said, for your little bingo cards.
Exactly.
There is a lot of facts that you just.
Yeah, I know. I've kind of been bombarded by facts, but you know.
Well, I guess we can start reading them now, maybe.
Yeah, hang on. I need to turn my Roblox down because it's playing just really loud.
Is it started? Okay.
Right,
So,
it's starting.
the engines that you can hear starting now on XM597, it uses the 301 engines rather than the 201 engines, and this is the reason it does not howl. We saw some people saying, it doesn't howl, and that's why. It was equipped on all Vulcan airframes that flew on a black box raids. Got the little Wikipedia page here.
There's. Hang on. I've been sent. One of these things about the engines seemed to be a forum, like a thread of just people talking about engines. Is it on Airfix? Awesome. Even better.
Okay, so there's some pictures here, but I don't really see any difference. Oh wow.
Well, they look like engines to me. I'm gonna be. Oh no! Look, one has a hole in the front and one doesn't. So maybe that's the key to success.
I don't know why he sent us Airfix stuff because we can't really tell from the Airfix. So I'm just gonna close that.
Oh, it's a lovely little fact file from National Museums Scotland as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at. So it just says date. So date is 1963. I assume it is introduced.
Maybe this specific.
It has a crew of 5 and a top speed of 646 miles per hour.
It's pretty quick.
That is pretty quick. It has a wingspan of 33.83 meters. So very very long delta wings, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously delta wings, they don't have flat. A lot of lift and then massive wings. A length of 30.45 meters, so the wings are actually like longer than the actual aircraft itself. And a height of 8.25 meters.
Wow, that is interesting. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I'm fairly sure that I don't know which variant of the engine, but the engines in the Vulcan were also used on the Concorde. It might have been a different, modified version of it, but I'm sure I've heard something about that, which is cool, I guess.
Well, something that I do know is that it's part of the V bombers, or the V Force. Or with other aircraft with V-shaped wings, such as the Valiant, the Vulcan, and the Victor, which all start with V, believe it or not.
That is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of V's. Hence the name.
It is. And the V-Force was used for something, which I don't really know.
Probably.
Yeah, probably bombing.
I reckon probably like the most one of the most infamous uses of the Vulcan would have been Operation Black Buck down in the Falklands. That's obviously the Falklands War is we're not going to get too political here, but you know, and it's sorry, my brain's going blank. I'm literally reading the Wikipedia, but I'm fairly sure that it was a mission to take out the runway at Port Stanley, I think. Yeah, Port Stanley, and there was a lot of aircraft involved in that. It was like an aircraft to refuel an aircraft, to refuel an aircraft, to refuel an aircraft, to refuel a Vulcan, just to get there, because they had to fly from Ascension Island.
I think I've seen pictures of that. Is like,
yeah,
that's insane. But another notable exercise was Operation Sky Shield, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the RAF testing the the US's defense.
Yes.
Against the Soviets, and the US. Well, it says here the US assured citizens that the defences were 99% effective. But I mean, obviously, as we know, they definitely weren't.
No, not at all.
As I think we managed to drop like a obviously we didn't actually drop a nuke or a bomb, but we managed to drop a bomb like twice, like a simulated bomb. I think it was twice.
Yeah, I think it was we theoretically dropped a nuclear bomb on New York twice. So yeah, I think it was because the Americans were still using radars from like kind of using World War II technology, I think. So they were kind of terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously that has changed now.
Yeah,
I think we will be able to see some more American air power later on with the VRB-8 and the A-10.
Definitely, yeah. We've got some. The A-10's looking good. I've seen that, and I know. And I know that the A-10 have got a little special thing that we haven't actually seen at the air show this year yet. We did see it last year. Maybe a little.
That person really likes that technology.
Yeah, and I may have encouraged Con, the owner of the A-10, to maybe go a little bit overboard with said technology, and so I'm excited for that. It may crash the game, so that's even better.
Yeah,
and, yeah.
I'm hoping he saves it to the last then, since
yeah, right at the start of the display.
Yeah.
Well, here comes the Vulcan, gear down, looking beautiful as always. We do love a good Vulcan. As does our very good friend Samasage TFE. He's very keen on the Vulcan. In fact, he did a fundraiser for it where he raised, was it around £2,000?
I have no clue, something like that. But I do know that I won one of his giveaways in his Discord server, and I've currently got one of his Vulcan mouse maps on my desk right now.
Wow, that is something that I wish that I could have.
Yeah, I know. I also got a few Vulcan stickers which I've lost.
Oh, hang on. Sorry to interrupt you, but the bomb bay doors are open. So if you can have a little look inside the bomb bay there, you can see some little words and letters and stuff.
Some letters arranged to form a sentence.
Yeah. That is beautiful stuff. I
mean, obviously, I think he does. He's going to do a few of these Bombay passes.
Yeah, so I think he's going to pass from the other side as well.
But yeah, there is one on each side. So I think if you missed it, here's your second chance now, I guess.
Here we go.
A little read.
I know I can see the Swordjet team logo in there as well. I can also see the virtual Roblox red arrows. Who else? Oh, never mind. Okay. I can't quite see. I think it's all of the people who are partnered with the Vulcan Preservation Group. They have their logos in the Bombay, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that until about 5 minutes ago when I looked in their Discord server.
I didn't know that before.
So I guess that's pretty awesome.
That is,
yeah, I mean, I'm upset that I never got to see the Vulcan fly in real life. That would have been something special.
Yeah.
But you know,
They are working on making one flyable again, no? Or are they just doing
are
taxi
they?
runs?
I think they're doing taxi runs, but I don't know. I don't know if there will be an airworthy one again. Hopefully.
No, because it's called Vulcan to the Sky, no?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know that Sam Takano will be able to give us some insight.
No, I do remember Sam saying, I mean, theoretically it is flyable now.
Yeah.
But there's just so many factors to, like, because it's obviously such an old and like rare, expensive aircraft. It's just not worth trying to fly it now.
Didn't they also say that it's something to do with regulations or something because of its age? I'm sure I remember Sam talking about the fact that because it's such an old aircraft, it doesn't have the same redundancies that a modern aircraft would have. So if something were to go wrong, I guess. But they flew some pretty crazy stuff back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. So I don't see what would change, but health and safety.
What I do remember is the reason it can theoretically fly is because obviously because it do taxi runs at high speeds.
Yeah.
If they were to not be able to slow down in time or whatever, they would be able to take off and do a circuit to land again. But I could be mistaken.
I mean, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I think that would probably be a redundancy that they have in mind in case something does go wrong. Yeah. Oh, and there's a parachute.
Look out the back. See the chute in the Vulcan.
That's very nice. That was a quick display, but definitely a nice one. It's always nice to see a Vulcan.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw a Vulcan in a Roblox display was Samasage's one back in, was it K20 or X20?
No. I remember seeing one in a Zero Fest where he slammed into a wall, an invisible wall.
Yeah,
which I'm sure he'll happily talk about.
I wasn't there to talk about that, so. Oh, I can see in chat now we have a little information actually on why the Vulcan can't fly. Apparently, it's because it ran out of airframe hours. So I guess it's the airframes exceeded its life. Oh,
and we're having counteracting statements saying not completely true from the man flying the Vulcan.
Oh, we're having beef over. Yeah, we're having beef over the air traffic control frequency right now.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, but I have completely forgotten. Oh yeah. A nice little fun fact is we have actually been given one of the Bombay doors.
Yes, we have been.
For a possible museum that we might be making in the future, a sword jet team museum.
Hey, don't mention that team too much.
Oh yeah, we don't want to sword delays too much.
No.
But I think that should, in case you missed it here, when the sword jet team museum eventually opens, possibly within the next 5 years.
That's a bit of a. I think that's a bit too short of a deadline.
Should be going a bit too much there.
Yeah, in the next point in time.
Yeah, in a history, some point.
Yeah.
We'll be able to see it. If we remember.
Yes, it will be there. We'll probably just forget that we were going to make a museum, and then we'll remember, and then we'll forget again,
and then can't be bothered. Anyway, I think that will conclude the Vulcan display.
It does. The Vulcan has now landed and is now taxiing back to its parking, which is on the western end of the airbase. So let me have a look.
We do have a display that we have been looking forward to. Well, we said we have. The Esquadra 506, which is a Portuguese plane.
Yeah, it is. The C390.
Plane.
That's what it is. Embraer C390.
And I think you did say, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but you did say something interesting might be happening.
Yeah, I don't think it will. Maybe another time, but I have been told that they do have a capability of having paratroopers jump out of the aircraft. So in the future, that would be something lovely to see, but I don't think that's going to be happening today.
I mean, if they do need replacement paratroopers, we can always, step in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we stepped up to the plate yesterday at the end of the air show to give our own little display, and I think that
went
really
swimming.
Well. Yeah. I've got a DM from the owner. It's nothing to be said on the stream, so that's okay.
Oh, there we go. We've got some screenshots of the Bombay there in the React general in the Discord.
Oh, do we? I don't
missed it.
Oh yes, I can see that now. I think I'm not gonna comment on that. I stay neutral in anything while on NorTv. So yeah, well, we've got the Esquadra 506. They are preparing over on the apron.
Well, I'm quite excited to see this.
Yeah.
Like we said, this is it's an unusual aircraft to have at an air show.
It is. It's not something you see very often.
Well, I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I'm not sure what is going on there with the invisible blocks. I've been asked to remove them, but I don't know how exactly.
I think it's just for aerodynamics, obviously. They don't want to fly too far.
Yeah, because they knew that it's such an overpowered aircraft, they just had to hold it back.
Yeah. Maybe it's just really tail heavy. So they've added, a bit of a counterweight on the front.
If you guys wouldn't mind, I need to go and quickly sort something out, so I'm just gonna use my magical powers. This is the fun of being an airshow host and a presenter.
Oh, here we go. We got Takano back here on the apron with me. So Takano, if you're here, we did ask a question about the Vulcan, about its airworthiness.
Yeah, so
try and make it fly again.
They were with 558 to get it to another airport when they were closing down Doncaster Sheffield. That completely threw in within about 3 days. That would never happen. Again, in theory, if it does run out of runway, they could take off, but then they probably wouldn't be able to taxi it again because the CAA would pull everything. However, things like that have happened previously with the Victor at Bruntingthorpe. You can look that up if you want. I don't personally think that a Vulcan will ever be flying legally again because, as I said, Vulcan to Sky pulled a bit too many strings at the wrong times, and a lot of companies pulled their support, which was required to keep it safe.
Well, keyword legally, so if anyone's down to steal a Vulcan...
Yes.
It is.
Exactly.
Knowing Vulcan to the Sky Trust, you're probably going to do that, but I won't say more.
Pano's word there, it might be able to fly, so...
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're saying is we here at NorTv support anybody who will steal a real-life Vulcan aircraft.
And some L-39s if you want to give them to me and Watery.
I would also like to clarify, that is a joke, and I do not want NorTv
that is not
to sue me.
A joke. We do condone stealing.
Okay.
Aircraft.
NorTv is gonna get a lawsuit now from Vulcan to the Sky Trust.
Well, let's just rephrase. We do, we support illegally borrowing items from people.
In Roblox.
And real life.
Okay, great. All right. You know what? These are views solely of Soggy Shaft Enterprises.
Yeah, these are WateryThegame's words.
No. Hey. I do not sound like you.
What, like me, WateryThegame?
Shut up. Anyway, back on topic. We've got the C390 now coming down the runway, looking like a plane.
Yeah, it does look like a plane. It does look like it's flying.
It does. Is the Bombay... Oh, not Bombay, sorry. Is the doors at the back going to be open? No. I know that in the back, they have added something for us all. I've seen it myself, and it's very nice. So hopefully we'll see that shortly. But you can't quite see it on stream, but the aircraft is looking very lovely. It's definitely...
Maybe we can ask our Mr. Facts man for some facts about the aircraft if he has any.
I can certainly find some. I know it is an Embraer Millennium, I do believe. Stand by.
Oh, the cargo door is opening. Another fact I know, and a fairly visible fact, is I'm fairly certain those are IAE engines, similarly used on the A320. We have someone here who hates IAE engines with a great passion.
Totally.
Well, we can't see a British flag in the back, though.
Yeah, we can see in the back we've got a British flag, and there was one other, I think it was Portuguese or Brazilian for Embraer, because Embraer obviously a Brazilian manufacturer.
These are the second flags we've seen this air show with the on flag in the chin up.
We've seen quite a few flags this show. Maybe it's just
the
international flag show.
There's one on the Sawtail as well there.
There is. The flags everywhere.
Yeah, it's just
we love flags.
Yeah. That's the real reason you made this air.
Yeah, so it looks like the Portuguese C390 is specifically in a NATO configuration of the C390, and apparently Portugal was the first export customer and international customer of the C390. Someone there in chat giving us some very lovely facts. It can also transport a UH-60 Black Hawk, as well as various other supplies. So it's definitely a very capable transport aircraft. Even though it looks quite small, it's fairly capable.
I mean, that is quite useful when you're trying to transport things.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. That is what we like from a transport plane. We do like it when it transports. So it's coming down the runway here. It might be a touch and go, or it's going to be a not quite touch and go. It's just a go.
Yeah, that's I can go.
Giving us a little wing wave there as it banks off to the right. Looking very nice. It's I do like big aircraft doing displays at air shows. I mean, like the Spartan at RIA in real life this year, that was crazy. That's a turboprop transport aircraft. It was doing like rolls and loops and everything. It's pretty cool.
We have got another fact here in chat. I'm not sure if you read this one out already because I was kind of zoned out. Rex says, by the looks of it, it's also configured with a new aerodynamics kit, and it looks a bit weird. He can't lie.
Oh yeah, no. So this is actually the brand new, one that Embraer have been developing for years now, and it's been kept under wraps pretty well. But it's actually really high tech stuff.
Oh wow!
I don't know what I'm saying. I honestly.
What, you're gonna carry on there?
Yeah, so did I. I'm gonna be honest. 2 days of this show have tired me out, and my brain's not functioning anymore.
Yeah, we just don't want to be here. We just hate RIA.
Yeah, we hate RIA. I never enjoyed this show. That's it. Hey, James, pipe down.
Who's James?
Sorry, I should clarify. The ghost of James needs to.
He's not here with us anymore.
Yeah, the ghost seems to haunt this broadcast quite frequently. He haunted the sword display yesterday.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
no, I think that was prior to his death, actually.
Oh yeah.
They were his last words.
Oh yeah, it was the training and sword jet team who got so annoyed that he ran him over with the L-39.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
that is a violent
got a little-
maneuver there from it.
a wind wave here.
Yeah.
From the looks of it.
So it looks
A very
like
violent wind wave.
yeah. So apparently the C390 has a top speed of 470 knots, and it can also be used as a tanker using like drogue refueling things, like with the basket.
Robin Drogue.
So with the little pods on the wings, fuel pods on the wings. So and they can use they can refuel 2 aircraft at once. So that's pretty cool.
So, Mr. Fatsman, have you collected any facts?
I possibly have. I was away for a bit. I don't know if you've already said some. There's only 9 of these built. Its first flight was 3rd of February 2015, and it's a fairly new aircraft, being introduced in 2019. It's currently in use with the Brazilian Air Force, Portuguese Air Force, and Hungarian Air Force.
Wow.
That's about all I can be arsed to say.
Awesome, and that's our facts man, Takano.
Apologies, NorTv, I didn't realise that.
So, we have got some more facts in chat. As
Oh, we do.
the aircraft is in a wing over from the looks of it. 976/5000 Squadron. 506 Rhinoceros. Well, I think that is a typo.
I think that might be a Google Translate, and they've just copied the character limit.
Oh yeah, maybe. I think it is. Yeah, Squadron 506 Rhinoceros was created on the 20th of May 2023 through order number 39 2023. The Chief of Air Staff of the Air Force SEMFA. Thank you for that brilliant fact there. No clue what that means, but thank you.
What does it say here? Based at Airbase number 11 in... How do you pronounce that? Beja.
I think that is Beja.
Major.
I may be completely wrong.
I know that I don't. Is that do Portuguese also like do J as like H's?
I don't know, but I remember the same person who owns this team had an air show and he kept calling it Beja Air Show, so I'm going to assume it's the same.
Okay, so in Beja, Squadron 506 operate the KC-390 aircraft, and it has missions such as air transport, area refueling, and firefighting operations.
That would be a very cool display to see, like a firefighting display.
Yeah, wow. Maybe that's another thing we need to make.
Yeah.
Takano, get us a plane.
Right,
All
boss.
of these
To be fair, I think-
ideas are copyrighted, by the way, and patented. So
Yeah, everything that we've mentioned during this show, has been like patented already.
yeah.
So.
But if anyone tries to make
I do
one,
believe Stocky was going to be doing one with his C-130 display, but I don't know if that fell through.
well, I mean, there is an interesting history of displays with Stocky, I believe.
Yeah.
Quite a large number of rebrands, I've heard, from Watery.
I cannot speak on that matter.
Anyway, quickly moving on. We have the Typhoon going up next, which will be appearing on the apron shortly. If I quickly type in some magic letters, as usual. There we go. So, again, this is another one that is, well, if you've ever been to an air show in the UK, you've 9 times out of 10 seen it. Yeah, so I think the aircraft going up today is Moggy, or Fmog.
We love Mod.
We love Fmog, yes. It's in a special livery this year. I think it's commemorating World War II, the D-Day stuff.
It does have a D-Day stripe, I believe. I think it actually...
Yeah.
I think it represents a mosquito livery, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just pull up some...
It's the Hawker Typhoon. I remember being on a call with Beaver.
It is based off the Hawker Typhoon, yes. It is.
Oh, finally a commentator.
You're
Sure.
the commentator.
Yes, a commentator. I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh dear!
I'm-
Thank
yeah.
the Lord, we don't have to narrate.
Yeah.
Your narration is brilliant.
No.
I mean, we can take over if you want.
Yeah. No, actually, no.
I'm not sure what Beaver is today.
James
Yeah.
can take over.
Right,
Respectfully
anyway.
decline this opportunity.
Right, well, the pilot's in the aircraft now, so we will go silent and let the commentator do his magic. Everybody enjoy.
Thank you very much. I'll just wait for the go ahead from Beaver and then I'll start. Okay, good evening, Fairford. My name is Squadron Leader Joe, and today I'll be commentating the display for today for you for the Royal Air Force Typhoon display team. It's my absolute honour and privilege to be commentating the display today, and also to represent the Typhoon display team. It's also a privilege to be part of the team that showcased the frontline fighter aircraft of the Royal Air Force, protecting our skies 24/7, 365 days a year. Display's pilot this year is Flight Lieutenant Beaver, callsign Turbo 1. He's an instructor for 29 Squadron and has also attended many operations such as Red Flag in America and Operation Anatolian Eagle in Turkey. Beaver's also a Red Arrows pilot in the number 6 position. This year's display is dedicated to Squadron Leader Mark Long, who's an ex-Typhoon display and BBMF pilot who unfortunately died in an accident at Coningsby whilst flying a Spitfire. Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, Flight Lieutenant Beaver in the mighty Typhoon at high speed. We'll be flying again past down the crowd line for the run-in. Pulling away from us now as he turns on the reheat and flies past us, producing 44,000 pounds of thrust, making the Typhoon a very powerful and loud aircraft. Beaver now pitching the aircraft and rolling, getting ready to hold the right hand bank as he pulls away from us, performing another 2 barrel rolls, showcasing the agility of the Typhoon at high speed. Now facing straight towards us from crowd front, you can see the jet intakes are very similar to the F-16s. He's about to pull up, ready to loop the aircraft with 44,000 pounds of thrust, putting the jet skyward. When he comes out of the loop, he will once again pull away from us, leaving behind lots of noise as he performs another barrel roll. Rolling the aircraft now as he gets ready to pull back round to reform on the right. Get ready to keep the jet in sight as he will accelerate once again to nearly 600 miles per hour for the high speed pass. Now pulling away from us, slowing the aircraft down whilst he does. He gets ready to position the crowd on the crowd 45 to roll the aircraft right. 1.5 times to pull away from us and then to roll under. He will then perform a half Cuban to face back towards us and then pull away once again, performing another 1.5 aileron rolls to reform on the right A axis. Now slowing the aircraft down to about 150 knots, he'll pitch up and roll the aircraft into a slow speed roll to then immediately enter the high alpha percent, where the Typhoon's nose is about 20 degrees nose up. Once close enough to the ground, he will then push the throttles forward to turn on the reheat, whilst turning the aircraft left to position for the slow speed loop. The slow speed loop will show the immense power that the Typhoon has, as it will still gain speed whilst conducting it. He will then level out to perform another aileron roll to reform on the crowd right. Crowd left, sorry. Once again repositioned to our left, Breathe will bring up one of the most demanding manoeuvres of the display. He'll pitch up and roll the aircraft to the top side is facing us. He will then pitch up and roll the aircraft to the top side facing us. He will then push the aircraft and the flight column forwards, leading into a -3 push where all the blood rushes to the pilot's head, making it very painful. He will then roll the aircraft upside down, where the jet will start ascending, whilst he still tries to not pull out the manoeuvre, messing up the display. He will then roll the aircraft 1.5 times to then pull back, leading into a positive 7G pull, where the blood from his head rushes back down to his legs. He will then reposition on the crowd right, once again to perform another 1.5 aileron rolls. Forming another half Cuban to reposition on the crowd front. He will then pull the aircraft and then pull away to our right hand side in the most physically demanding manoeuvre of the display, the maximum rate turn. Now doing another barrel roll to once again reform to the crowd front for the final pull out of the display. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honour to display the Typhoon for you today here at Fairford. Please join me in giving the Flight Lieutenant Beaver and the rest of the team a huge round of applause as we've been your 2024 Typhoon display team.
And that is the end of the Typhoon display. That was a good display there. Always nice to see a Eurofighter flying. It's not Riat without a couple of Eurofighters at least.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a very well-known aircraft and a very good-looking aircraft as well. I think it deserves its reputation.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Now, up next we have something. Well, it's kind of going back to the World War II theme that we've had with the livery on the Typhoon. We have a Spitfire going up. If I'm correct, that's with IWM Duxford as well.
I do not want to be the bearer of bad news, but I have a slight feeling it may get postponed.
Ah. Okay.
I'm talking with the owner of IWM, my good friend Jacker. The person for inserting the aircraft is currently not at his humble abode. So,
Right.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
it's something we have to get sorted out.
I mean, once again, if you do need someone to step in, I am here.
It's not a problem with we don't have a pilot, we just don't have an aircraft. So,
That is a bit
I
of
do
an
have
issue.
news. I don't know if it can be said yet, but it does appear to be solved, which is quite cracker. So they completely ignore me, I'm schizophrenic.
But, I mean, you could use Colon Fly of an aircraft.
Yeah.
To be fair, yes, we absolutely could. I can just get my wings and my propeller hat on at the time.
It definitely would be. Yeah, it definitely would be unique, at least.
Yes.
So are they going to have to go a little bit later? Is that
Yeah, I do believe it's been confirmed they're going later. James.
Yeah, A10 and Spitfire are just swapping around their slots. So.
Yeah, well, from the look of it, I think the A10 team are ready. Looking the general of the Discord.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like they're ready to join. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I think it's another display that we don't have to talk for, which is nice.
Yeah.
You just sit here and let them do their job.
Obviously, the pilot of the A10 is Con, the person we're fighting our cause for.
Oh, I'll get my cons on then.
Free up Con. I think hopefully he'll put all these emotion through this horrible time for him, through into his display, and make it a good one.
I think we should all go closer, ready for the surprise as well. Oh, I'm gonna go over there.
Gonna pray that the server does not die again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a very nice roast dinner in front of me, and I'm very excited to eat it. So I'm probably going to do that during this time.
I've just finished my dinner.
Decano.
Wait. Yes.
Just before the A10 takes off, do you have any facts for the about the A10, about the team?
It is one of the few aircraft I kind of do. So obviously, most people will know, it is built near enough completely around the gun. Again, pretty much showing that it is built to the core as a ground attack aircraft. Along with this, it is one of the, actually I do believe the last season for the A10, both in Roblox and in real life, due to the planned removal from service of the aircraft, I think is a fair way to put it. It's been in service since October 1977, with its first flight being on 10th of May 1972. It's 52 years old. There has been a number built of 716, definitely one of the most produced aircraft in the world.
Well,
It's only really used by the US Air Force. I do not believe it's ever been used by any other air forces. Yeah, it's very robust design as well. You can tell we're definitely not playing spring right now.
yeah, we were on about the wheels yesterday.
Yeah, I was just about to get onto that. It's the same kind of design as the B-17, where the wheels do not fully go up into the aircraft, and this has been proved to be effective if the hydraulics fail. It has been used many times. In active combat, especially with. You can see pictures. I'm looking at one right now where half of the wing is missing. The wheels haven't come down, and it's been completely fine. It is a very impressive aircraft.
It is meant to be like practically indestructible. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
And that's what they're going for, since it is pointing directly towards where you don't want to be, really.
I do believe I've heard Pon talking in the past about the titanium bathtub, as it's called, which the pilot will sit in, which is nearly indestructible.
Well, I mean, I can be the judge of that. But I think they have got their narrator ready.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case. They are in the call with us now, so
we can shut up once again.
Yeah.
Final word.
And my last words are free up con.
Yeah, free up con.
Free up con.
Oh yes, I love Roblox censorship.
Indonesia, tell me how you feel. We got hella chill, alcohol, never was the trail, hella ginger rail. I'm too on point, no need to point, I'm out up in the tail. The vegetarian breathe easy, no Benadryl. Like, huh? What? Where did this nigga come from? He speak his spoke with so many layers, he must be onion. I am peeling back all these roots. The feeling is that you less appealing once you get to peeling back all these truths. That's a lie. Stealing the back of black coops, they peeling caps in the streets. But shorty just popping wheelies, not bulletproof. Hit this helium. I'm straight past your ceiling like fuck the roof, and I'm healing them. Just straight penicillin out the syringe, sealing the joint with lemon cushion. Jasmine blends the bride and groom. Seal territory in these waters. Fuck a Heidi Klum. Fuck a tidy room. It's dirty in these streets. Out my window I can see it. Niggas searching for defeat. Out my window I can see my people's pain. Never tears though they blend in with the rain. Shit is getting old. Niggas grinding for the gold. Ain't really no gold. He just shining for the hoes. She got her ass out. She just trying to get chose. All the other bros. Ginger up for one of those. Oh, he just shining for the hoes. You know what it is. Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's nothing. Right in my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Black stripe, yellow paint. Them niggas scared of it, but them hoes ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them hoes' face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it. And I got the pedal to the metal. Got you niggas checking game, I'm balling out on every level. Hear them haters talk, but there's nothing you could tell them. Just made $1 million, got another $1 million on my schedule. No love for them, nigga breaking hearts. No keys, push to start. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's nothing. Right in my town, when you see me, you know everything. Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Commander of the Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all the men and women of the Air Combat Command, we'd like to welcome you to today's virtual Roblox AA-10 demonstration. I am the AA-10 Demo Team Narrator, Master Sergeant Teddy Williams from Concord, New Hampshire. As a member of Air Combat Command's 355th Wing, located at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in sunny Tucson, Arizona, it is my pleasure to describe for you a combat capability demonstration of the heavily feared and effective close air support aircraft, the A-10 Thunderbolt II. The A-10 demonstration pilot, Major Connor Maher, callsign Mock, becoming the pilot through hard work and dedication in the United States Air Force with over 1,000 hours in the Warthog. Because of its toughness, tenacity, and devastatingly good looks, the people who know it best, the pilots who fly it, and the maintainers who maintain it, have all unofficially dubbed it the Warthog. There are still 178 A-10s in service today, operated by the Air Combat Command, Pacific Air Force, the Air National Guard, and the Air Force Reserves.
Chest
R1 inbound.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get ready and look to your right, because here comes Major Maher in the A-10 Thunderbolt 2. Major Maher pulls the A-10 straight into the vertical, demonstrating the Warthog's power and maneuverability in all attitudes of flight.
They say the struggle is real. I say the struggle reveals how you deal with the monster that's inside you. I don't buy into the luck. I put my faith and my trust in my team. Everything that we done been through.
Major.
And now you're fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless. We were born for greatness.
Major Maher is now executing a classic aerobatic maneuver to keep an 8. It's the A-10's maneuverability that enables it to support its mission, twisting and turning over the battlefield. The Warthog can operate and deliver devastating firepower under just a 1,000-foot ceiling. The A-10's turbofan engines add more than just power to its performance, at over 9,000 pounds of thrust each. The engines are quieter than most aircraft, making its tactical support a much surprise.
No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Major Maher is now repositioning his aircraft to perform a level 360-degree high G turn. It's the A-10's quick turn rate and small turn radius, which enables it to operate even under harsh weather. Major Maher completed that turn in only 400 feet. That is less than the size of the average NASCAR track, as well at over twice the speed of the driver. On the battlefield, this capability enables the A-10 to complete its attack support mission. Major Maher is now configuring his aircraft to demonstrate the A-10 slow speed capability at its final approach speed of 120 knots. Get your cameras ready for the slow speed pass. These distinct features help mask the signature, aiding the pilot to defeat infrared missiles. Let's go inside the cockpit of the A-10 and hear what Major Maher has to say. Everyone give Major Maher a nice wave.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is a great day to be flying at the Royal National Air Tattoo. The A-10 demo team is proud to be showing off this great plane for you. It's an honor and a privilege to be flying with the team, and we hope everyone is having a great weekend. Attack!
Hello again, shaboom, and open we'll meet again, boom, ding dong, ding dong, shalang, lang, lang, oh, oh, dip, a bit, dip, oh, life could be a dream, if only all my precious plans would.
Don't put those cameras down yet. The A-10 is the premier close air support aircraft supporting our ground forces. Approaching the enemy. Look now as we pass Major Maher's target brief, known simply as a 9-line. This will demonstrate the Hog's ability to find its target and engage enemy forces with the A-10's weapon of choice, the ground pounder, the Gateway Avenger 30mm Gatling gun. Firing 70 rounds per second, this giant projectile delivers 7 times more destructive energy than the more conventional 20mm round. Thud 1-1.
Ground 1-1.
Checking in, A-10C.
Thud 1-1, ready to receive 9-line.
Heading 127, distance 2 nautical miles, time on target 60 seconds. Target elevation 4 feet, first out in the Astro target, red main, egress northwest, 1 nautical miles and proceed back to IP Alpha.
Little one copies. Little one has contact.
Little 1, continue. Little 1, cleared hot, cleared hot!
Little one, cleared hot.
Little 1, good attack, reposition for immediate re-attack.
Little one, re-attack.
As you heard, it will now take 20 seconds to get back into firing position. With 2 hogs working together, targets can be under fire every 20 to 25 seconds. Double 1, cleared hot, cleared hot! Major Maher is now climbing for his final attack, dropping a 500-pound bomb. Major Maher is now performing a jingle maneuver, consistently changing 3-dimensional figures. The A-10 has a reputation because of its multiple deployments. The Hawks destroyed multiple armored vehicles, artillery sites. It was even credited for 2 air-to-air kills. Today, the upgraded A-10C has set the standard for supporting Allied forces in today's fight. Now, Major Maher in the 4-point roll. Now, Major Maher is positioning for the dedication pass. We'd like to dedicate this pass to the men and women in the armed forces and their families and all veterans in attendance today. Our heritage paint scheme is in remembrance of all prisoners of war. From behind to your left, the A-10 proudly presents the dedication pass.
It breaks his heart seeing foreign cars filled with fuel, it isn't ours, and wearing cotton we didn't grow. He's got the red, white, blue flying high on the farm, Semper Fi tattooed on his left arm, spent a little more in the store for a tag in the back and says USA.
Once again, we support all those in the joint fight of wounded warriors and veterans.
He's got the red, white, blue flying high.
The United States Air Force Air Combat Command provides essential combat aerial support capability demonstrations in today's joint fight. The A-10 has exclusively demonstrated its ability to fly more than 4 sorties per day, a tribute to the magnificent maintenance crew assisting in today's demonstration. We've also demonstrated its ability to disable Afghani children in the Middle East. Yeah, we demonstrate that here. Ladies and gentlemen, for my last time as the narrator for this group, from Tucson, Arizona, the A-10 Thunderbolt 2 demonstration team.
And that was the A-10 demonstration team. That was an absolutely fantastic display from them there. Definitely a unique one. I don't know if the cameras picked up on all of the pyrotechnics and explosions and everything going on the ground, but that was definitely something that we need to see more of in ROAV.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is correct, but obviously as the car said earlier, this is, we believe, their last season on Roblox. So this might have been your last chance to catch them, but probably can catch them later on in the year. But that was definitely a brilliant display, especially the pyrotechnics and the narration as well.
Absolutely, the narration was absolutely on point for that. Really fit the display. Anyway, moving on from that fantastic display, we now have the Spitfire from IWM getting ready on the ground. It's in fact right next to our lovely little protest tower here. We're spreading the message, and it is preparing to go.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, now we can see the Spitfire on the ground. At least I can from where I am. I just saw it. But from what I did see, it did look like a very nice model. Oh, there it is. It's quite a nice model of its elliptical wings. Being piloted by Rifleman A, who's also a friend of ours, Charlie.
Yep.
And we do know he's a very big fan of the Spitfire and just pretty much every old aircraft at this point.
Yeah, he's an expert with all of that. Anyway, we have the commentator for IWM in VC with us. So yet again, another display where we can sit back and relax and let someone else do our job.
Being treated here.
Exactly, I know. This is great. I'm loving it. Anyway, the Spitfire's on the move, so we are going to now hand it over to the narrator. Enjoy the display.
Free up, Con.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tajokas, and it is my pleasure to commentate for you on behalf of the Imperial War Museum. Today's display will consist of a Supermarine Spitfire, brought to you today by one of the chief pilots of the team, Jacka. During the display, I'm going to give you some information on this aircraft, and a little bit about the IWM as well. Whilst Jacko is currently taxiing the aircraft, let's take a moment just to appreciate that beautiful colour scheme and the beautiful textures of this wonderful aircraft. Okay, I'm reliably informed the name of the pilot is in fact Charlie, not Jackar. Thanks to Kano for that correction. So, Spitfire is now currently lining up onto the runway. As I mentioned before, I'll give you some information about the Spitfire, and particularly the specific model and registration that we have for you. So the IW in Duxford is based in Cambridgeshire and is one of the nation's leading aircraft museums. It is, of course, where the Spitfires first entered in Royal Air Force service in 1937 with number 19 Squadron. Here he is now on a roll, coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the IWM Supermarine Spitfire. So, Supermarine Spitfire MH434. This is one of over 20,000 Spitfires produced. This particular one was built in Castle Bromwich in 1943. She is a Mark 9 Spitfire. It's essentially a Mark 5 Spitfire, however with a slightly longer nose, a full-bladed propeller, and 2 radiators, as you can clearly see under the wings. She is equipped with a mixture of cannon and machine gun. The cannons are those two 20mm sticking out of the wings, one on either side. And the engine, the Rolls-Royce Merlin, the 60 series Merlin, might I add, is a 1700 horsepower engine, and that was the Merlin engine at its peak of performance. Here he comes now from the left, Spitfire MH434. So the Spitfire was developed by Reginald Mitchell, made its first flight from the Eastleigh Works in Southampton on the 5th of March 1936, flown by Mutt Summers. The aircraft would then go on to be the most mass-produced fighter in the Allied service during the Second World War, and an aircraft that has been embedded into modern popular culture. Most people will associate the Spitfire with its iconic endeavours during the Battle of Britain in 1940, having chased just about every German fighter of the period, the 109 and the 110, along, of course, with its fellow counterpart, the Hawker Hurricane, attacking the bombers. The Mark 9s, however, served throughout the mid part of the Second World War, and the Mark 9 was actually developed as a deterrent against the Germans' Focke-Wulf 190. The advantage of having a 9 over a 5, as I mentioned, you have a lot more horsepower and a bit more speed in this version. MH434 is actually regarded as one of, if not the most famous, of the airworthy Spitfires currently. She was originally owned by Ray Hanna, one of the founding members of the Red Arrows, and the man responsible for bringing the Reds to 7 jets to 9 and making the signature diamond shape. He also famously flew this Spitfire. His signature was he used to fly these aircraft incredibly low. You will have perhaps recollection of the famous video flying just over the head of a television presenter. That was in fact Ray Hanna. And here we have the famous victory roll. This is a maneuver that is greatly associated with the Spitfire, often denoting a successful engagement during the Battle of Britain, and was performed by both Hurricanes and Spitfires. Particularly from the top and the underside view as well, you get a chance to have a look at that beautiful elliptical wing. This is one of the outstanding features that allowed the Spitfire to perform as successfully as it did. The inspiration of the Spitfire came from the success of the 1920s and 1930s Schneider Trophy seaplane races. Because R.J. Mitchell used an all-metal design with a specific wing designed for speed, that allowed the creation of the Spitfire with those routes to become as successful as I mentioned. Spitfires went on to serve with the Royal Air Force until 1957. The later versions, the Mark 19s, which were Griffin powered and for photo reconnaissance, were carrying out missions out into Malaysia and into Hong Kong as far as 57, whereby then they went on to retire, some of them going on to form the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. 2 of those Spitfires, in fact, still flying with them today. There are about over 50 Spitfires currently flying in the UK, with many more still being restored to this day. Many of which are Mark 9s and a lot of 2-seater variants which were converted after the Second World War. And coming in now from the right, a nice slow fly past, and you guys get a really good chance to have a look at that beautiful, beautiful airframe. Five Spitfires are still flown by the Royal Air Force, of course operated by the Royal Air Force's Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. It is of course worth noting that originally operating 6, however, as we're all aware, the tragic news on the 25th of May this year, the passing of Squadron Leader Mark Long, piloting Mark 9 Spitfire, very similar to this one, MK356. So here you get a chance now to see the Spitfire's landing gear deployed with the flaps. One of the things with the Spitfire is it's not particularly easy to land, nor is it particularly easy to taxi, because you've got a much longer nose that completely blocks your field of view. So pilots will often have to swerve their aircraft left to right, looking out over the side. Unlike a Hurricane, which has a slightly curved down nose and a slightly wider landing gear, makes landing a little bit easier.
Let me holler at the DJ. Come on, DJ, put the record on the replay. Every time you play this record, smell like cash. Follow him, screaming like a coupe. Mr. Peter, move my seat like a food check. But I'm haters, whatever you say. Because you know I'm too cool for you anyway. I'm just a bad bitch, M.I.S. miss. I'm gonna keep talking this shit till you get this. I'm gonna bust up in the club with no guest list. No matter artists, I keep them all restless. I don't French kiss unless it's 50 Cent. Very club, we can share 'em like the president. Tabloids, I don't care, it's irrelevant. I'm heaven sent now, watch out, do this shit. Oh.
The Mark 9 was often regarded as the greatest version of the Spitfire. And that is often a quote that has been taken from not only test pilots, but certainly the pilots who flew them in the war, including some of the more famous pilots like Stanford Tuck, Douglas Bader, and of course the highest scoring Spitfire ace, Johnny Johnson of the Royal Canadian Air Force. A lovely touchdown there. Once again, let's all give a nice round of applause there to Charlie in Supermarine Spitfire, Mark 9, MH434. We hope that you have enjoyed our display this afternoon. And on behalf of the Imperial War Museum, thank you very much for tuning in to watch our display. Do not forget that we have our Discord server. Be sure to come check us out and find out when Duxford is hosting their next shows. And we hope to see you at one of our events very, very soon. And a massive thank you to the organisers here at Rayat for allowing us to display for you this afternoon. Thank you.
And that was the Spitfire from the Imperial War Museum, Duxford. That was a beautiful aircraft, and I don't know if it came across on stream, but the sounds that were on that aircraft were absolutely superb. They really were good, and great commentary to go along with it as well. So that was altogether a brilliant, brilliant display. So, coming up next, we have the Frecce Tricolori. I don't think they're going to be flying with the full team today, which is unfortunate, but hopefully they'll still put on a good show for us. If I've read that correctly, they're going to be flying with 4 aircraft. Hopefully that's not too bad. Soggy Shaft. What?
Well,
can I get your opinions on the display we've just watched?
Yeah, it was a very nice display, very good commentary as well. I must say, it does sound like, you know, an actual English commentary. We commentate very differently to the Americans, who commentate very loud and aggressively. We just kind of have talk.
Yeah, that's
in a more relaxed accent, a more relaxed voice. Sorry. But yeah, very good commentary there. Very fitting of the display. Very nice sounds, which are. I didn't actually have to turn my Roblox down for this one because the Spitfire is considerably quieter than the A10 or the F-18s or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think these guys have narration, do they?
I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure.
Doesn't look like it.
So,
I do know a little bit about these aircraft. Of course, MB339 Pans, which are the display variant of the MB339, very low and small trainer aircraft. I believe mainly used by the Italians, which this team is from. As you can see from the green, white, and red colours. I believe they normally fly a 10-ship formation, but they fly a 4-ship today, as you mentioned. They call each other ponies, as like the Reds call themselves like Reds. These are ponies apparently. So we've got Pony 1, Pony 3, Pony 6. And that's things, and Pony. There's another one.
Pony 10, I think. Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, I know they are a 10 ship, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, it's like 10. Oh, that's 0.
0?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they do have a 0 in real life. I don't really know what a 0 is. I think it might be like a red 10.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know why it's flying in the display, but sure.
I think the Frecce Tricolori have 10 jets, though, on the display.
Well, I'm not sure because 1 seems to be the lead, so maybe they just didn't want to put 10 on their jet, so they just have 0.
Oh no, there is a 10 jet there. Look. So yeah, 0.
Yeah, but they've got 0.
It
to
might
10
just be a
then.
spare jet then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 0 might be like what I said because they've got 1 to 10. Oh no, they've got 1. Yeah, they do have 1 to 10.
I'm looking in chat and it says that they said that number 10 is going to be flying, but I guess it's number 0 instead, which is fine. I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're not to complain. We don't really know about this team too much.
Yeah. 0 seems to be lagging behind the other 3, so maybe he's being shouted at over the thing. Oh, it also looks like we have some protesters that have invaded the airfield.
Oh dear.
They shouldn't pose too much of a threat after all. I'm pretty sure they're campaigning against the same cause that we all feel strongly about. In fact, I think one of them is actually
one of them is gone.
Yeah. So. Oh. Okay, I have just got to look at their signs and.
I mean, let me have a little look at what it says.
It's not quite, you know, the
propaganda.
They seem to be reorganizing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not appear to be the cause at all.
Yeah, that doesn't appear to be what we are fighting for. But
I think they just. You know, maybe
they
it's
just
This reminds me of an incident at a certain Mexican airshow that I'd done.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think what this is it's a way to bring publicity to our cause. So people will see this and they'll be like, "Oh, what?" And then they'll see all the pumpkins and then they'll Google it and then.
So it's like a distraction technique for the actual cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from the looks of it, the Frecce Tricolori, I think these are, they've just lined themselves up in finger 4 formation, so I imagine the 4 will be slowly, once they depart, sliding into the slot position.
Oh, and there they go.
Diamond. Ooh, bit of turbulence there and takeoff.
Yeah.
And I think, 4 is sliding into slot like I said,
It looks like lead is having the signature issue with the is it you know, the plane kit that Saw used to use. We used to have the exact same problem where the aircraft would yaw a little bit, so that is that is not down to the pilot. That's just how
it's a thing with the kit. It does a thing where if you have it at an angle, or like, how does it a stroke? Sorry, if you have your mouse off to the side when you're starting and you first move, it's just going to constantly take that as that's a neutral position.
Now, they've just entered into a very aggressive wing over there.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was
about like 100 degrees there instead of the usual like 80.
An obtuse angle of bank there.
Yeah, quite obtuse compared to the somewhat acute angles we do at Saw. I wouldn't say acute, but
I think we're talking about Saw a bit too much, so maybe we should
we can't be scored with them.
There they go for a nice little fly past. I believe they are repositioning, maybe for a run-in, or maybe that is their run-in. I'm not sure since they didn't really have smoke on.
Yeah, no, I think the last time I saw the Frecce Tricolori would have been, 2019, I think, at RIAT. That was a good display, but I don't really remember what they did, I'll be honest.
It is quite an unusual display team, obviously, with their 10 jet.
Yeah, that's not really something you see very often.
It will be very interesting how they managed to cope with server lag as well with the 10 jets.
Yeah, that would be interesting. They've seem to be having an interesting formation here.
Yeah, I don't.
In a wide diamond, it looks like. I don't know if that's planned.
maybe it's again.
It
Maybe
does
they're-
seem to be a sort of like swan formation from Silver
yeah.
Swallows, I'd assume. That's what I'd know it from.
Oh yeah, they've made. Oh, there and there goes the coloured smoke, making the Italian flag there in the skies.
Some very interesting smoke at the start, but as it starts to fan out, it does look very, very good.
Yeah, that is true. It's very vibrant colours there. It's like
Yeah.
very red and very green.
There'll also appear that we have the protesters alongside us now.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
yes,
protesters
so we do.
have arrived at our position. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna join the cause and get myself that lovely little outfit that they all have on. I can just find it.
It's beautiful. That's the only way I can describe it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, really can't really describe it in any other words. Really, it's just absolutely fantastic. So was I? Hold on.
I personally, I would like to obtain this outfit. However, I'm running a little bit low on Robloxian dollars. Therefore,
Oh, dear.
I may only be able to buy half of the outfit.
It's okay as long as you do support the cause.
Actually, if I find the IDs for it, I might just be able to use magic.
Oh yeah,
command.
just
I think that is what they've done. But theirs looks a
Yeah.
bit lighter than yours, Picano, so they might have done a bit of editing.
Well, they've got.
No, I just overlaid it on a flight suit, and then they've actually properly got a suit template and overlaid it on that. They've done a proper job. I've done it very. I'll get banned off NorTv again.
They've gone fancy
Anyway.
with it.
Back to the Jets. We got, I think, an opposing pass here, maybe. Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm up.
looks like that's the case.
Wrong. And we got
Well, they both seem to be pulling up together, so I would assume so.
Yeah, we do have the 1 and 3 jet here looping back towards the runway in a trail formation. Just try to see what they do here. Okay, so they don't know back away from the runway now. And yeah, I have no clue what they're gonna do here. I've never seen these guys in any way, shape, or form. So
Yeah, I
Really
don't
very-
really remember much of the display, I'll be honest, from when I last saw them.
yeah, I mean, I've never seen these guys at all.
Okay, there we go.
Send me the IDs as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to find these IDs and I don't know where they are. I need to examine everybody's avatar.
Oh, here we go. I've found the IDs here.
Oh, have you? I would appreciate if they showed me. Ah, here we go. And there you go, doing another fairly. It looks like they're trying to do an aggressive. Oh no, they're doing a roll. It seems.
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely flying. Oh, one of them just seems to have slammed into the ground. That's an interesting maneuver. I've not seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that maneuver since an incident at Zero Fest.
Oh yeah, speaking of Zero Fest, actually, you have to explain why you actually slammed into the ground at Zero Fest.
I absolutely will. So it would appear earlier in the day it was completely fine. However, an absolute unit known as Avia team decided to be smart to make another invisible wall without telling anyone that went 4 miles high. So Avia team, if you're out there, number 1 up, I'm coming for you.
Well,
Okay.
there's an explanation as to the reasons that occurred.
Zero Fest aircraft investigation coming out 2024 at some point.
Oh. Ah. Dear, oh dear.
Thank you for a brilliant narration there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh, we've just been called annoying by LT Aviation. I'm taking that fully to heart, and I'm going to now die.
Yeah, a large tower is now forming. It's growing. The protest.
No, I don't know if they would. They sent that message during the A10 team, so.
Oh, did they? Oh, I've just not
Yeah.
been looking at that. Okay. Right, never mind. LT Aviation. How bad you are.
Wow, this.
We're gonna actually get so bad during the VRV at this point.
Okay, so
Where are the aircraft? I seem to.
I seem to have lost them.
It does appear that they went off into two parts.
Oh wait, there's one aircraft in front of the crowd now, flying over the hangars. It would seem.
Oh yeah, there is.
I'm not quite sure what.
I think it was a gear down pass, because I did see the gear going back up.
Huh.
However, I might just be schizophrenic again. It does give us a very nice showcase of the jets. Very well done to whoever imported them. A lot of detail on there.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty impressive. The cockpit's quite nice looking as well on these.
Yeah, I did see that earlier.
Yeah. Something I have noticed is there's a lot of MB339s teams starting to surface now.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, there's just been a sudden, I don't know, desire for MB339s.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's the one person who made it for a team and then started giving it away to people to start their own, but I'm aware of teams such as this, obviously, Aerovector, and I do believe Alpha San have made a return.
Yeah, Alpha San, yeah,
Yes,
there is one.
They have, yeah.
No, there is another MB339 team out.
I bet it's Aerovector. I don't think we can really speak on that considering another situation with that team.
Yeah.
To be decided. Yeah, overall, the teams who have used MB-39 aircraft do seem to be going quite well, so fair play to all of them.
Yeah, there's been a lot of teams that in the past couple of months, there's been a lot of display teams that are like popping up.
Yeah.
Even just with. Oh, sorry, stand by. I'm just being kidnapped.
Oh, you know, from crowd right, they are doing a flypast.
There
On a break there, possibly?
Ooh, it looks like a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that smoke, though.
Kitano, if you could just go in game real quick as well.
You've got some discussion.
Yeah, you've got some duties to attend to.
Well. Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
looking in chat. We have Aerovector, virtual Roblox Aerovector, not the actual Aerovector. They've popped up in chat. Hello. So yeah, I guess we summon people.
Yeah, that's just what we do these days.
Who would we like to appear in chat? Who can we think of that we'd like to appear?
Elon Musk. He's a.
Yeah, Elon Musk,
Right,
definitely.
Elon Musk.
Watery, you have been asked to check direct messenger from
yes,
a man
I
from
have.
Birmingham.
Yep, I have discussed all that needs to be discussed with the unfortunately passed man.
Yeah.
And we do have a. We have quite a large tower forming now of the protest. You might be able to see. I see Frecce, Tricolori pull up into a line abreast leap from the looks of things.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
A bit of a rocky start on the original format, however, I am pleasantly surprised at this.
Yeah, they seem to have pulled it back.
I'm not sure where their slot pilot has gone. Oh, he's there now.
Possibly Sneak Cat?
He seems
that's a manoeuvre that Aerovector also do, as we've been talking about them. Dedicating, I believe they do it to dedicate it to the Frecce Tricolori. As in the DCS community, I believe Frecce Tricolori gave their ME339 to Aerovector.
Right.
I'm fairly certain that they did mention that as well, don't they, in their display at some point? I think it's near the start. They talk about the partnership or the friendship that they have between the teams. So
it's nice to see that. I guess both teams possibly have the same relationship in a Roblox, which would be quite nice.
Yeah, it's very nice to see carried over.
Oh wow, we have Elon Musk in chat. It did work.
No way.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my god, it is actually Elon Musk.
The reason I've summoned in is because I'm in desperate need of money. So if you could just send me a couple million, that'd be greatly appreciated, Elon Musk.
How about you send that to me instead?
Well, how about we bring our attention to the pre-MB339s. Once again, rejoining in front of the crowd. This Bourget or the slot pilot. I'm not sure really if this is planned or he's just having some issues.
That is very, very possible.
I'm starting to possibly believe this team may be based out of the country of the team. That made no sense at all.
Yeah, I think
is that what?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, quite a far statement saying that the Italian team are Italian. But, I mean, that could be correct.
That could indeed be.
Well, here they
appears to be pulled back now.
Coming down towards the crowd. It looks like they might be setting up for a break.
Indeed, they are.
They have set up for a break.
Oh, nice little fun there.
Yeah,
with red, green light and red smoke. And I have actually just received intel in chat saying TV there, which I assume is who was a slot pilot. He's a soloist of the Frecce Tricolori, and apparently he does beautiful.
All right.
So I believe he's not actually meant to be in formation right now. As you can see him there, turning his smoke on and off, going through where they just broke. Something to what the Patriots do, which is another Alpha.
Could he possibly be in the Zero Jet?
I think so. That could be what the Zero Jet is.
That could be, yeah.
Well, maybe it looks like the other two are forming up on that aircraft, though. Is that number one?
But I have no clue to this. But maybe we can get someone in chat who knows a little bit more about the team to let us know about how the numbers work.
Yeah, I don't really know how to count.
Yeah. It's a bit too advanced here. Yeah. Obviously, like we said,
every day of the stream so far there is budget cuts.
So, yeah, they cut our education.
Yeah. We've been taken straight out just to work for NorTv.
Yeah. This is actually it's like an apprenticeship, but instead of like having a couple of days in college and the rest of the time working, it's just only working.
Yeah. I got told I could put this on my CV, so I said okay.
Yeah, they
that does normally work.
Yeah, it's a lie.
I'm going to lure people in, and that's a nice little maneuver there, similar to Spread Eagle there, from which we performed at the Sword Jet team.
Hey, no, easy with that name.
Honestly, I must say that is a brilliant name for a maneuver from us. But maneuvers like that I think they are quite good. You know, when they're spread out. Like, I know the Blue Impulse do that in real life.
Yes, the Blue Impulse. Yeah, they do that. That's the display team that I want to see in real life as well.
Yeah, and one in Roblox would be really cool as well.
Yeah, that would.
I think there is one.
No,
I don't know how alive it is though.
I think there was one ages ago, but I think they died. Very.
Yeah, I had them partnered, and I just checked. It's not been alive for a while.
Yeah, it would be nice to see more display teams from Asia, because there are some pretty good teams over there. I mean, the Black Eagles obviously being one of them, and their show yesterday was incredible, especially for the lag they had. So maybe some more teams that you wouldn't have heard of quite as much over in the over in like Europe or North America. It's always nice to see new teams pop up.
Yeah. Especially when they are like, they progress as quickly as teams like the Black Eagles, and they have something to show for it.
Yeah, they progress really quickly. Yeah, it's been great to see the screenshots from their trainings and air shows slowly get better and better. So all support, all love and support goes to them. Anyway, back to the Frecce Tricolori. It looks like they are coming round again, repositioning to possibly come down the runway. They may be struggling because I imagine that the servers are probably on the other side of Europe to them.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, if they are actually Italian, it's kind of unconfirmed.
I'm fairly certain they are. And if you are, awesome.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations.
I've actually been sent an image of the Roblox Blue Impulse by our facts man, and it looks like that they are maybe not so active as we
Yeah, it's unattended, shall we say.
Onto me.
I can indeed send this on to you.
Just to fact check this knowledge, obviously.
Of course, you Takano says the facts and you verify them. That's like the.
Hey, the shame with that thing, because I'm looking at the photos and they were very, very good. It's visibly been left unattended.
Yeah, it seems that, I don't know, there seems to be like teams that are kind of unique or pretty good, and they just don't get the recognition, and then I guess they give up, which is a shame to see, but that's kind of the nature of ROAV, really. People move on and someone else comes in and replaces them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's quite sad to see such good teams go.
It does seem that we've just been under an IRA attack.
Maybe the protest there got a little bit violent.
Yeah.
They feel very strongly about their cause.
I think the VRBA are against the movement, since we have been blown up by the lead of the VRBA.
I'm going to go check on the welfare of the cameraman, make sure that he's still alive, and he is, although his arm has been blown off by the impromptu explosion there.
That does not seem normal.
No, but he's standing there, he's doing his job, and that is very professional, even through.
Yeah, he is currently live. Currently the live camera, the big up man. I don't know. Yeah, sure.
He's a trooper. He's a trooper.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like the Frecce Tricolori are coming into land. The VRBA will be up next. I know that once the Frecce Tricolori land, that the main coordinator of the airshow, the main organizer, wants to say a few words.
Yeah.
So,
And he will also be narrating the entire display for the VRBA as well. I believe.
That's false information. They are spreading false information.
So don't-
Whilst they're landing, we are going to take a brief intermission where we are going to show a video from day 2, which was the surprise display. And if any of you missed it, you can go back on the stream and rewatch it. So hopefully the video will get put on stream soon, and everyone will see it.
Speed brakes up. Flaps transition. Flaps got locked. Microphone's got really good. Clear. Ready? Ready to go.
okay, everybody, we are back and we are here at Pensacola. We got a very last-minute flight over from Fairford on a plane with turbochargers, and we are here in record time, and we are ready for the VRBA display.
Yeah, so obviously they were having some troubles on their React game, so we are at the home of the Blue Angels here in Pensacola, so we can see their display to its full potential.
Absolutely. It also looks like we have some very interesting cameras as well at our disposal on board the #1 jet, which should look very nice for you all. It'll give you a nice treat.
Yeah. I must say this is a quite a nice map here as well.
I agree. Last time I was here was with One Patronomo, and he went to bed and left me by myself watching their display at 1 in the morning. So that was interesting. And that was probably about a year ago now, so it'll be interesting to see how they've changed. And it looks like now that the first diamonds are off. Superb as always.
Yeah, you see the four jet there sliding into the slot position. And now pulling off the diamond half squirrel cage, I believe it's called. I'm not too sure, I know nothing.
Yeah, well, we can have a look on there in the cockpit of the #1 jet, and we can see some maneuver names. I don't know if that's... No.
Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so this is a okay, so I think he's on the page after there.
Yeah,
Is it
the
Diamond
beautiful
360 is
60,
definitely not.
not this.
But now you can see the smoke being turned on as the engines are no longer in afterburner, since the smoke is actually not visible IRL or apparently in Roblox when the afterburners are enabled.
Yeah, from the ground here, oh, there we go. They've just come out of the sun and they're coming down in a very nice formation. They're looking very stable as well, but that's their plane kit. Their plane kit is great for formation flying, and it makes the jets look like they're bricks.
Yeah. Makes them look like actual planes, which is quite rare, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah. Seeing the rear camera is very lovely, being able to look back at the aircraft. You can see their air brakes are out now as they come around the loop.
Yeah, I love to see like the other control surfaces as well. Quite nice to see.
Absolutely.
They do seem to be locked in the upwards position right now, all of them.
Yeah, well, oh no, they've seemed to have fixed themselves now.
That was an interesting sight.
Currently inside the cockpit with number one, looking back at him. He's looking very serious.
Yeah.
He's
taking it quite seriously, no messing around here from him.
Although he does seem to be holding his hands behind his back, which is very impressive. I've never seen someone fly like that, but
really shows how much they train.
Exactly, yeah. They train so well they can fly with their mind.
Oh, here we go. The opposing solos, I believe, just taken off.
Yeah. There we go.
And I think they will be maybe rejoining with the Diamond or doing some
I'm fairly sure, if I'm not wrong, it's the Diamond will come in for the Diamond 360.
Yeah, it does look like they are in their signature wingtips canopy tight Blue Angels formation, which obviously everyone has grown to love.
Absolutely, it's the most recognizable thing about the Blue Angels. They are. You can see the separation from their wings there on the rear cam is incredible. Wingtip to canopy separation of not a lot? Was it 2 feet or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
There we go. Now they're spreading back out a little bit, giving the pilots a chance to relax. Sure, they're sweating a little bit during that.
Yeah.
And now it looks like the opposing solos are going to be coming down the runway towards each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the smoke's coming on.
I think this is. I don't really know them in either name. I know what they're going to do.
A knife edge pass, it seems.
Oh, so I don't know what they're going to do. I thought they were going to do. You know, the thing with their roll. They both roll.
Yeah, we apologise about our lack of descriptive words. We're not an expert on the Blue Angels, so.
Not the so we are English, and we were the RRA. So I mean, if we had a red arrows display, we could be the right person, people.
We would be good at identifying what's going on.
Yeah, but we might be washed, as the kids would say. Here come the Diamond from behind us, from the rear. Looking like a roll.
I imagine this is the Diamond roll, and I'm fairly certain they're going to make this look easy as pie. Look at that. I've also noticed that the heads on the pilots seem to be at an angle, so it does look like they're actually looking at the wing, which is which is a nice little attention to detail that you don't usually see in a lot of display teams.
Yeah, it was we were talking about doing that with our team. We won't mention the name because we don't like delays. But yeah, it is nice, being able to see where the pilots are looking.
Yeah, and here come the opposing solos again, coming towards each other. It looks like one is inverted, or both of them are inverted even.
What I was thinking of. There we go.
There
That's
we go.
what I was thinking.
Very nicely done.
Obviously, it does take quite a lot of skill, well, at least at ROAS standards, to become one of these VRBA pilots.
Absolutely.
And if you're interested in finding their Discord, if you're not in it already, you will be finding the React Discord along with all of our all of the teams who've been performing. I believe this is another aileron roll as well, or roll in formation.
Yeah, there we go. That was nice. What's the name? Double Farvel. That's what it is, isn't it? Oh no.
Yes, it is.
Oh no, it's not. Diamond aileron roll. That's what it is. That would
Yeah,
make
now-
more sense.
Now they'll be coming in for a dirty loop, I believe.
Yeah, that looks like it.
And then double Farvel, which I think is when the full jet goes inverted over the lead.
Ah.
But I believe we will have some opposing maneuvers, possibly before the dirty loop. I could be mistaken.
I can see some people in chat talking about the fact that we aren't on the React map. The Blue Angels, they are obviously from North America, so they were having trouble on EU servers, and they did end up disconnecting. So we have had to come over to Pensacola to give them a chance to display. It looks here that we've got like some sort of mirror looking thing in a dirty configuration.
Oh, the solos, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just reading the chat. Yeah, the solos are doing their I don't know, mirror, I'm going to call it, which is definitely the wrong name. And now the Diamond are coming for the dirty loop in obviously the dirty config with the hook down and the landing gear down. Which is the same config there would be if they're doing a carry landing, obviously, except a flat.
Yeah. This is a very fast-paced display I'm noticing. It's kind of once one half is done, the other one's straight, there.
It's very well organized.
Yeah, you can see they've got their afterburners on as well. That is looking lovely.
Yeah, obviously the planes are flying considerably slower than they possibly normally would, with obviously the dirty config causing quite a bit of drag.
Of course. Well, their flaps are down now, it looks like, as well. So, giving themselves some more drag coming down, and their air brakes. So, they're going to be very slow at the bottom of the loop.
Yeah, I don't think you have as much performance out of the aircraft at that config, so you will need as much lift as you need, I believe, which is why they might put it down, but that's obviously just a guess.
Yeah,
and now I assume the solos are coming in. Yeah, we do have a solo, the 5 jet, coming down the runway for a minimum radius turn, it looks like.
Yeah, I love the like condensation clouds.
Yeah, the vapors.
Yeah, vapors. I forgot the word then. They look lovely.
Yeah. Obviously, me and Washi both have flown this jet before, and it is very nice. It flies like an actual plane, like we said. You can't just pull as much as you want.
Yeah, you do start to lose speed if you're pulling too hard, which is always a nice bit of realism.
Yeah, now here come the Diamond, I think. Coming in for the double farvel?
It looks. Oh yes, I imagine the person who's doing slot is going to roll inverted. The two are going to roll inverted. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Very impressive.
She's possibly my favourite. If I'm honest. Or the next manoeuvre, actually, the echelon parade, which also does look very nice. It's a tight right echelon formation as they come past the crowd.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Finger Blaster from Sword Jet. Oh, sorry, I should say an anonymous team that we shan't name.
Curse them words, curse them.
And there goes the soloists, if that's what you'd call them. That's the fancy talk for them.
Yeah, I believe they're going to break now, maybe. Maybe I'm the Blue Angels expert.
Yeah, there they go. Only one of them with their smoke on it, seems though.
Yeah, I think there was a little mishap there, but you know, it happens to everyone. The Diamond then priming their smoke, I think.
Yeah. I'm also seeing a few T-45 Goth shorts as well, scattered around the airbase, which is lovely.
Yeah, which I believe that's what. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just saying a derivative of the Hawk T1 or the BAE Systems Hawk, used for carrier landing trainings by the US Navy. Reinforced
Do you
gear.
think that is also what the Sorry, talk over you again. I just don't listen to you when you talk.
Thanks.
I don't think anyone does really. I should just be the star of the show here. But, I think that's what their Seagull program, as they call it, used to practice their formation. As the all of the pilots obviously went through, as the Diamond comes in for their right echelon parade.
Yeah, again, they're going to be very tight during this maneuver, and this does require quite a bit of concentration from the pilots. You kind of got to, focus on A, staying tight, and B, they're in a left bank for a very long time. So
yeah, especially that the 4 pilot, flying for the slot for the whole display, then having to on the far out wing there. Maneuver.
Yeah, I thought that would be a 360. I don't know why. That's why I was talking about them being a lot of focus, but maybe that's a bit easier for them, giving them a little teaser.
Next, we've got the changeover roll, which I think, just from a guess, they do a roll and then they change formations. But back to the solos, they're both coming down each other, barreling down the runway, and doing another one roll as a pass. Like how the solos have proper reposition maneuvers.
Yeah, that's just makes it a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, that is something that we used to pride ourselves on when I used to pride myself on when I was a Red 6 in the VRA. With Water is my 7, but I do believe the Diamond are repositioning into maybe I don't really know. It looks like a change in formation.
Let me have a look. What have we got here? So we've done echelon parade. So it looks like now changeover roll. Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna go from I think it's a right echelon.
It's a left echelon.
Oh, it is a right echelon. Oh yeah, a left echelon. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong jet there. Yeah, I believe they're going to do a roll here and change into a diamond when they reach the apex, probably.
And up they go. This would be interesting to see them change formations.
Oh, there they are already.
That was quick, and they've already changed. Very nicely done from those guys. Oh, we've just had a solo jet blast past us there. And another one from behind, pulling up hard into vertical.
Another little fun fact here. I think the person to find the 2J is actually a reserve pilot.
Ah,
So I'm just
not
looking
our
on the
good friend QWERTY.
No, it's not. I'm just looking on the playlist here, and there's a blue one. So like in the ranked section, there's a blue one, a blue 3, blue 4, and a blue 5, but there's no blue 2. However, there is a reserve pilot. Who's I lost my dollar.
Even their reserve pilots are fantastic.
Yeah, she's just. I see where they get the representation from now. Not the reputation. That's the one.
Yeah. So it looks like one of the solo aircraft have now formed up with the Diamond to form an arrow kind of thing. It looks like they're going into line abreast now, and I feel like this is going to be a line abreast loop.
Yeah, I think I did see them. Practicing. Mentioning they practice this quite a lot, because obviously this is quite hard, especially in Roblox.
Yeah.
Well, any simulator really, but just to keep because their throttle isn't really the best usually in this platform. Quite hard to keep that line abreast formation.
Yeah, you have to look directly across from you, and hope that you're not gonna crash into a tree or something.
Okay, they seem to be going back into a clever diamond there with the 5 jet now breaking off. Maybe they're not quite ready for the loop, or maybe they will be doing it. But do you see here in a maneuver list? They have the vertical brake net.
Oh, I see. We're like spying on them.
Yeah, I do see a solo now coming down from our right hand side.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah, I do see the other one coming from the left hand side. So I do believe this is another opposition pass. I could be mistaken. But here he comes over the threshold. Quite slow speed compared to the other ones, I think. Or I could be seeing things. Oh no, it's quite fast.
Oh,
as they're coming for a 4-point roll.
So looking here over to my left, I've got a little fact here that since 1946, when the team was formed, it was formed on the 24th of April 1946, the Blue Angels have flown for more than 505 million spectators, which is pretty impressive. Formed before the Red Arrows, even though the Red Arrows was a merge between multiple teams.
Yeah, I mean this team does have quite a lot of history as well as the Red Arrows in Roblox and in real life.
Absolutely.
I do believe that this is the oldest currently running Roblox display team as well, which is a little fun fact for you. So do their vertical break.
There you go, looking nice as always. They're always looking nice, they're the Blue Angels.
Yeah. I do believe that this team used to be owned by someone out Dark Clouds, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's since been given to Rife, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And sorry, the actual Blue Angels have had quite a few jets in their history. They've had the A4, the F4, obviously the F-18C, the F-18E, and I do believe there's another one.
Their first actual jet was the Grumman F9 F2 Panther.
Yeah, and then, well, I do see here they had the F6, an F8, an F9, F9, 3 variants of the F9, 2 of the F8, then they switched to an F11, the F4J Phantom, A4 Skyhawk, and then they used the F18A/B before the F18C, and now currently they're using the F-18E/F, and obviously F is the two-seater, I believe.
Yes, I'm fairly sure that's the case. They've also had quite a few support aircraft as well. From 1949, they had a JRBX. What's that? Expeditor. I don't know. A Beechcraft Model 18, basically. After that, they had a Douglas R4D6 Skytrain. 1953, they got the R5C Commando, the R5D Skymaster in 56. 1969, they got a C-121 Super Constellation, which is an absolutely fantastic looking aircraft. And then they've been flying the C-130 Hercules from 1970, and in 2020 they got the C-130J Super Hercules. So they've had a wide plethora of aircraft at their disposal over the many years that they've been flying.
That is actually quite interesting, because I didn't really think about the history of support aircraft. But I'm just looking at a picture here of the C-121. And it actually looks like it has the 8 number on its tail, which is quite interesting. As Fat Albert doesn't, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I guess they numbered their support aircraft as well.
It does look quite funky in the Blue Angels livery, I can't lie. I mean, it is a funky looking aircraft anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, there's on the. I'm looking right now at a picture of all of like a drawing of all the demonstration aircraft that the Blue Angels have flown from 1946 to 1996, and it's safe to say that the F4 Phantom is definitely the biggest of all the aircraft they've flown ever, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite a big, beefy interceptor aircraft. So that I don't know how well that would have done in aerobatics, but they used it, and then I guess it must have worked for them for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, wait. Sorry, what aircraft is that you were just talking about?
I was talking about the F4 Phantom.
Yeah, the F4. Yeah, I mean, I imagine the display now would have been very difficult, since it's such a heavy aircraft.
Yeah,
and
it's a boat of a plane.
Yeah, it's so large. It's kind of like a space shuttle, but with engines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, going onto the Skyhawk, I imagine that would have been quite a lot easier for them. Also, I've just seen there that down the airbase, we've got the person at their comms cart giving the aircraft coming in signals with their signal gun, green light, red light, or white light, which they can see from anywhere on the map, really. So that's again another level of realism, as they do a lovely looking break there.
Yeah, I do like that. We were talking about this yesterday as well when we were looking around the React map. Oh, sorry, not yesterday, earlier.
Yeah.
This week, and it is just insane that the amount of effort they've put into development.
Yeah,
it is a very nice feature.
Yeah, it's very impressive. It would be nice to have something like that for a display team.
B-team, yeah, a certain Alpha 89 display team.
And there's I forgot what this maneuver's called. But it's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's quite. I've never actually seen this one before.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
I don't know. I don't know what to say, really. I'm kind of fried out from 2 days of RIA, and plus not knowing much about the Blue Angels. It's a great display. It's just I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Poor narration on that part, really.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too good. Maybe we're a bit before our time.
Yeah, we lost for words. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let
we
me-
do have Mr. Faxman here, actually.
Does he have
Maybe
facts?
if he is here, maybe
No.
he can share a few words about the
That's a firm no.
maybe about the
Alright.
sports on the display then.
Yeah, overall display very good. It's
Is that it?
I think we can say dedication from the pilot's part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does take a lot of dedication, especially just to
Oh,
take time out of the day. You know, this is. Oh yeah,
sorry,
here they
I'm
come
just going to
in.
interrupt you, but to our right we have a high alpha from I think that's the 2 solo aircraft. In formation as well. That looks absolutely superb. With their smoke on as well.
But like I was saying, obviously, you know, this is obviously unpaid. It's just purely out of you know, like the drive that you know you want to do it. So it's quite impressive how they're just doing this all, you know, for free, just out of pure passion.
Yeah, I feel like that the virtual Roblox Red Arrows, that's how it was back in the golden age of that team before everyone just left it to die.
Death of the team with the merge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Really
that's
cemented
the nail
it.
in the coffin. Yeah. I'm looking here at some facts about the 2020 to present Blue Angels, and during the COVID-19 pandemic in the US, the Blue Angels flew over multiple cities to tribute healthcare and frontline workers. That's kind of like a better version of our clapping out on the streets than we did for
Yeah.
VHS.
Well, to be fair, I think IWM Duxford did paint something about the NHS under a Spitfire.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that. Actually,
we
yeah.
did do something.
Yeah.
Maybe not as cool as the Blue Angels, but
Oh, absolutely not. I think the Thunderbird shined them on that as well. I do remember hearing that.
But yeah, it's quite a lengthy display as well compared to other displays on the platform.
I think
Which
it
really,
possibly could be the longest on the platform.
yeah, it really does show, you know, their dedication and how much effort they really put into every single maneuver. Absolutely perfect.
Definitely, yeah. Sorry about being silent there. I'm just trying to sort a couple of things out as I have multiple responsibilities today, as I'm sure you're aware.
No.
Let's have a look here. What was I going to say? Well, it looks like that annually, Blue Angels receive $37 million from the Department of Defense, which is nice. I wouldn't mind.
Quite a lot of money.
Yeah, I'll take that money.
If we could get that for Solar Jet Team as well, if we can pull some strings.
Damn it!
Oh yeah, the AL39 team, we could pull some strings. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Sierra Oscar Alpha Romeo Jet Team.
Yeah, so I mean, if anyone from the Department of Defense is watching, or Ministry of Defense, whatever it is in America, please, you know, contact me, and we can sort something out.
I just saw on the stream there the camera being flashed by the scene.
Oh.
Yeah, right, okay, that was taken the complete opposite way by both me and Jack.
That's quite an inappropriate statement there from you. WateryThegame?
I did not say anything bad there, okay. You're just Right, I can see now that the number 6 jet is forming back up with the rest of the formation to have all 6 jets together. I'm not sure what maneuver this is. I don't know. I don't know too much.
I've returned.
I do know.
Go again, James.
Oh, this is a Delta, possibly a Delta roll, by the looks of it, the reposition. Oh, and I Absolutely correct.
Well done.
I agree.
So James will be taking over the narration for the rest of the display.
Will I?
As he
Yes,
kindly
James, we're
messaged.
done for.
So James, over to you.
So as you can see, there are 6 jets in the sky. They've all got smoke. They're turning left.
Thank you for them kind words, James.
Yeah.
Brilliant narration there.
I've never been trusted.
As you can see, the budget is really being stretched here. At,
My airshow's budget's come to the point where the breaking point where I'm narrating. So.
Yeah.
A dead man narrating.
Oh,
yeah,
you told off and didn't get banned, so not funny.
Wait, who was that who was just talking, by the way?
Yeah, I think you pulled out the Ouija board and you were talking to a girl.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I was about to get someone again.
Oh, guys, sorry to interrupt you. I believe they're coming in to do something.
Wow.
Who said that?
No. Really?
These
Okay.
ghosts are pretty knowledgeable.
Looks like.
Oh, the smoke's on.
Solos. Oh, okay.
That's a very good break, actually.
Does anyone know what that's called?
No.
Break.
That is the break, I think that's the name.
Alright.
Well, that was a sick break, though.
Probably getting blinded by the spectate camera. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely flying.
Yeah, they are definitely flying.
I agree. I concur.
With quite a lot of, smoke in the air.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who are, who are sadly blind, I'll be giving you a little a blind narration here. So they're currently pulling up with smoke on in a very tight formation. Yep, flying just past the sun, getting flashbanged temporarily, and smoke is staying on as they enter a left bank. Oh, and the solos are in trail, I believe.
Yeah, they are indeed in trail.
Yeah, so they're flying still. Still flying, leveling out now. And
if you actually go into the cockpit camera, you can see that they actually move their heads in the cockpit. It's quite cool.
It's not like we said that like an airport recording.
Yeah, well, I wasn't here, was I? So.
Yeah.
And you told me to commentate, so I'm saying things now. Okay.
Everyone send hate to James in their chat, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone say James smells bad.
Chat. Find James's house.
Yeah, what?
Chat ducks this guy.
Right, okay, that's.
We do not condone anything like that, guys. For the record, NorTv do not condone any leaking of any sort.
Apart from James.
Yeah, James condones that.
Yeah.
I do not.
Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing.
Alright, bud. So it looks like they're taking quite a long time to reposition here, which could signal we're near the ending of the display.
Possibly, very, very
Could come in for a landing break as the Delta reforms. But obviously I could be mistaken.
Another thing that we forgot to mention about the VRBA jets is the cockpit. That's
yeah.
But it is indeed there.
Yeah, but it's got something that I haven't really seen that much of from.
Is this perchance the table of throttle speeds?
Well, that, but also the what are they called?
The MFDs.
MFDs, that's the one. The MFDs. You can switch between different pages on them. which is
Oh, can you?
yeah,
Oh, interesting.
which is very nice.
Shows the difference from 2019 Row Aviation to 2024 Row Aviation.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's not. I haven't seen really any other display teams with anything like that. So.
I'm sorry, spent like
Well,
2 hours
VRBA's
in the
always had
Vulcan
the.
fully interactable.
It's always been VRBA and VRA that have had the best scripting in the community, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then VRA died.
So I'm just receiving.
No,
myself,
it's very much alive. I've seen it in chats. They always say in
I
chat,
went
VRA is very much alive.
active.
It's very alive. It's still active.
So you're still red last resort?
I'm second actually. Red
Oh,
second.
you're red second last resort.
Apologies,
Who's first? Who's first? Or who's last resort?
Found
Even?
out by some delinquents here.
Yeah, I was just
That
was a very nice break.
That just happened. And we have approximately 3 or 4 maneuvers left in the display, apparently. So still more to come.
We run out of things to say.
Yeah.
No, never,
Yeah, just,
never. We're just taking a tactical break from commentary.
This maneuver looks quite impressive. You got the planes looping.
Yep.
And stuff coming down the runway.
Yeah, I think we've
You
run
can
out
tell
of
the request for everyone on this call to narrate or give a rolling after this.
It would have been a lot better if we had the what they called the actual narrator, because then they would know what to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the official VRBA narrator. So.
You can take away that.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Read out your script.
I'm meant to have a script.
Yeah, I'll read up my one. Good afternoon, ladies and boys and girls. My name's TV Channel Blue 8 and narrator for the virtual robot Blue Angels.
Thought it was Blue 7.
Oh, shut
Blue
up.
8 and narrator for the virtual robots Blue Angels.
I've just been told by the lead pilot there is one more maneuver, I think.
Right. That's brilliant.
We can finally leave React
Yeah.
Oh, never. We love React.
and never bring it back ever again.
2025, question mark.
We'll have it still around in 2025, that is. To be fair, Ruav is coming back. There is a lot more people joining than there was like last year, which is good to see.
James, I hope you know next year I'm going to put 17 lag scripts into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna make every single aircraft go into
React is all about making it more challenging for the community and seeing who does best.
Exactly. It's about overcoming.
So
that is a very good break, though.
Very beautiful.
Very
from
good.
the VRBA. And that is the end of their display and our final display here at RIAT 2024. That was a good send off for the show this year.
3 days of very good flying.
Oh, it
literally across the globe.
Both years have been ended by a team developed by Rice. Last year it was Rice International display team, and this year it's VRBA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can all say very, very well done to all the teams who took part. We're completely out of bed now.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed,
Yeah.
and it's like 9 o'clock. Anyway, we've once again got a flight all the way back to Fairford to say goodbye. The last 3 days have been
Pleasure. A pleasure.
interesting. They've been a pleasure.
They've been very fun.
Yeah, they've got off to a rocky start, but once we got onto the main displays, they were great. We had some beautiful displays from the Black Eagles, from the A10, from the VRBA, from
Spitfire, Vulcan,
Spitfire,
Swordjet display team.
No, I can't say that. Swordglaze.
That was a.
If the rumours are true, we're actually going to be posting their display video in our server later, so everyone can rewatch that.
No, we're not going to be doing that. We are not going to be doing that. Anyway, from myself, I imagine Soggy Shaft. I don't really know what he thinks.
No.
From James, Tucano, and all the NorTv crew, we hope you enjoyed this year's show, and we hope to see you again here the next time we're at Fairford for the Royal International Air Tattoo. Goodbye, everybody, and have a fantastic evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Deeper.